Now it's time for Bum Reviews with Chester A. Bum. Tonight's review, Axiom's End by Lindsay Ellis.
Oh my Atlanta, this is the greatest book I've ever read! Spoiler warnings are the right of all sentient beings. So there's this girl and her name is Cora, and there's this alien and his name is Amperand. And they find the Axiom's End. What is an axiom? An axiom is something we assume to be true as a baseline of thought. So for me, the axiom is back pain and the end is painkillers! Lindsay, whatchamacallit, is a debut author with this book. I wrote a book once. It was called Need Money for Booze. People said the writing was wooden, but it's cardboard. But this book is even better than mine. So Cora is this cool woman who lives with her sister, her mom, her dog, her brother, and she tries to drive to work, but her car breaks down, and her mom's all like, I'll take you to work, honey. And then there's a guy in the elevator who really likes her dad, but she doesn't like her dad because her dad was mean. I don't like my dad either. He was mean. Whoosh! Crash! Boom! There's a meteor! And there's aliens! And they're all like, take me to your leader! And everything explodes! No, that was a dream I had. Boom. Inception, am I right? So Cora leaves her job, and then her mom is like really mad at her because that's like really bad to leave your job. And her aunt is there and she's playing Xbox, and then when they're all home, suddenly someone from the government shows up, and they're all like, do you know where your dad is at? We would hate to torture you. By the way, this book takes place during the Bush administration. And Cora says, no. Lying! Because her dad is a spy, or like, wow, WikiLeaks. He believes in aliens, and turns out, might be right. I met an alien once. I once did a lot of drugs and ended up on a farm with a cow, and then there's this big beam of light. It picked up me and the cow, and then we went to space, and then there was an alien. An alien made really good burgers. And then the meteor alien goes to Cora's home and is really scary, creeping around like a xenomorph. And she goes down the stairs and she thinks her dog is dead and her family is dead and they're gone. And then they are gone. And then she gets chased by the alien and probed and plays in the mud. And he sticks something in her and she gets really scared. And the tension is building and building and building and... Then they go to Google headquarters. I wish I had a van. Maybe I could put wheels on my box. And it turns out the alien can talk, but like a robot. Beep boop, beep boop, boop. Or like Stephen Hawking. Beep boop, beep boop. He implanted an earpiece tracking device controlling chip in her ear and then uses it to speak to her. You know, the vet got real mad at me when they found Fluffy's tracking chip in my stomach. Burger. So the Mantis alien thing, Ampersand and Cora bond over the fact she didn't murder him. I don't murder people all the time. Nobody likes me like that. He's all like, you could have easily killed me when you used that electromagnetic pulse. And she's all like, I wouldn't do that. And so they get over their differences. Like that movie with Sandra Bullock and Don Cheadle. Despite the fact he can turn invisible and has sharp little talons and can kill everyone with his laser eyes by going pew, 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 pew. He's nice to her. And he looks like a cute little horsey. I like that. Look, I drew them. And yeah, I ship them. They flirt with each other a ton. It's like Shape of You, that sexy fish movie. I'm in love with the shape of you. I got my 10 now. He's strong and alien, and she's all smart and cool and smart and strong and beautiful. And they're all like, with each other. Or they will. It hasn't happened yet, but the trilogy is building towards it. And while they're falling in love, they meet back up with Cora's aunt, and shocker! She's a government agent! She was part of some secret government program. You know, I was part of a government program once. It was called MK Ultra. I think it's why I'm so smart. And her and Cora and Ampersand all get together and talk, and they talk about how there's a bunch of secret alien robots in the secret government fort. Wait, did I mention they're robots? Ampersand is a horse, a robot, a fish mantis thing, and also a lover? He's an Autobot! And he has this leader from his home planet, Megatron, who is chasing him all across the galaxy to try and find him and kill him and his little friends too! So the good guys start to work with the evil government to find out more about the amygdalines and stop the evil ones. And they go to the fort with all the other aliens, and some are big and some are small, and it turns out that Ampersand is the leader type, and he has a baby genetic sample. It's like a big egg from Alien. Alien? Wait! Aliens! So Cora's dad reveals to the whole world that aliens are real! The government didn't get him. He's alive. Her family might be dead. Her dog's food for the homeless. Oh, burger. And her dad is now the most famous leaker ever! And US President George W. Bush, for some reason, is like, I did not have knowledge of those aliens. And then it turns out he's lying! Like a politician. And he's thrown out! And then now Dick Cheney is president! I went hunting with that guy once. Or, no, I was hunted by that guy once. Ah!
I love impersonating Chester A. Bum sleeping on the street. I sure hope the real bum isn't following me with a golf club right now. Say the funniest things.
Chester, focus, you're only halfway through the book. Ah, Chester, focus! Ugh. So they hang out with the government and the egg for like 100 pages! You know what they say? Brevity is the enemy of wit. And they make this translation tablet ex machina, where I say, hello, alien, and the alien hears, I said, don't mistranslate me. Megatron is here. The fort explodes and a bunch of people die. And Cora escapes, but then she gets split up from Ampersand because him and his crew all like teleport out of there with fancy technology. So then Cora escapes in a helicopter with this guy who earlier in the book was all like, you know, like, if we make it out of here, would you want to go on like a date or whatever? And she's all like, I don't know. I think I like the alien, but you're fine, I guess, maybe. And then he dies permanently because Megatron explodes him like that old guy in the movie when the camera goes. And Cora is really sad. I wasn't. My boyfriends die all the time, and I'm not sad. So Cora runs away with the super egg and gets chased around a bunch, and it's this really cool, really long action sequence where she's all like, and the aliens are like, and the egg's all like, and Ampersand's all like, and the government's all like, we have to go to war in Iraq. And then she meets up with Ampersand, and they hatch a scheme to like trade her for the genetic sample egg, super egg thing, and or is it a scheme? Ampersand doesn't want to do it, and she doesn't want to do it because she loves Ampersand, but she also loves the egg. And so they try to hatch a deal with Megatron, and it goes terribly. They don't know the art of the deal. She gets stabbed! And Ampersand comes by to save her. And he's all like, I will protect you, but also don't kill people because killing people is bad. But Cora's not really listening because she is beating up Megatron with like a golf club or a shovel or something. And she's all like, dunk, dunk, then she stops because she realizes that she loves Ampersand, and Ampersand told her not to kill people. So she stops killing the evil alien. And so then Megatron gets up and he's really powerful and he's like, I will destroy your planet. But then his guards realize this whole time he's been a fraud! Because he said he was this like really cool, genetically perfect alien. But he was lying. So they murder him! Because as we all know, evil is bad, but lying about who you are is worse. And during the fight, the little egg died. It goes, and it dies. Ampersand says it may have doomed humanity forever. But he's also like super sweet, and he's taking care of her, and he's stitching up her wounds, and it turns out her family is fine! Even her doggies. Wait. Whose dogs did I eat? And now she's like super traumatized, and her dad is super famous. He's the leader of the people who think that aliens are real, and they are real in this world, so he's really important. And she's really important because she's the woman who translated all the alien stuff, and suddenly she's more important than she ever wanted to be. Like me when they gave me the best show on this website. And when she's in the hospital, Ampersand comes in, and he tells her about how he secretly imprinted on her. They are now genetically bonded to be lovers, but they don't kiss. Not yet. Look. Oh, and one more thing. He's all like, by the way, the alien planet I come from is probably going to kill and boil the entire planet. Also, I am genetically incapable of loving you because I am an alien and you are a human. And that's how it ends? I want to know more. And yes, this book is really obvious sometimes with its plot going from point A to B to Q to 7. And yes, the book ends with a very obvious sequel hook, but I want to know more. I liked it. I'd fuck a monster. Wait. Would that be bestiality? This is Chester A. Bum saying, got any change? How about you change? I'll change. Oh, I'm sorry. Ow. Oh, I thought LARPing was it. It's Chester A. Bum saying, no, it's not. So, we just shot the scene where the bum sleeps on the floor outside and with the big rat. And right as we got the shot, the sheriff drove by. Or someone in the sheriff's car at least.
No, it was the sheriff.
Said, hey, just checking up on you. You're on the ground. Is everything okay? And I said, oh, I'm sorry. I was just filming something. I'm perfectly fine.
So, mate, you didn't see it because you were on the ground pretending to sleep. But there was also a guy that stepped out and just started looking at me, and I could only see his silhouette from right out there.
Got it.
Which is why I was like, hey, May, we gotta get this shot quickly.
And then the cop said, oh, you have a nice night, Ben. And I said, oh, you have a nice night, too. So basically we're goated?
We need to get out of here.
Yup.